The other seeing Ulsan take on Sanfrecce Hiroshima. Chengdu Rongcheng are at home to Johor of Malaysia, and Shanghai Port welcome Machida. Harrison Shillington also starts at right back after making his A-League debut off the bench at the weekend. Matt Leckie is missing out with a knee injury. Only local-born players in the starting 11, which also features brothers Robert and Peter Jules. Peter, the younger of the two by a year, has... So it's Buriram who kick us off. Kicking from left to right on your screens in the first half of Melbourne City, who've so far registered 0 shots on target. Back to Neil Etheridge. Oh, then a bit of a miss kick. Could put Buriram in trouble here. Romani to thread it through. Good save by Etheridge to deny Max Caputo. Max Caputo. And here was his big chance. He was onside too. Wide left is Thoran Chausic. Went for the little back heel. Didn't quite work out. Still might. In the end, well wide by Peter Jules. Peter Jackson or Mark. I'm sure he'd love to score against his former club. All about the quality of the delivery. And it's not bad, and it's headed in. Goran Chausic puts Buriram in front. However, there may well be a case that Chausic, did he go too soon? Yep, that's the verdict. Offside. And Melbourne City breathe a big sigh of relief. And that is half-time in Melbourne. Confirmed that Chausic's goal, robbed off for offside. Not much in it, but enough. And Melbourne City escape. A first half that's not produced too much, in all honesty, in terms of goal-mouth opportunities. Up to that moment, Mark Jackson's team denied the lead. Max Caputo had the best, virtually the only chance for Melbourne City. It came after 4 minutes. Well blocked by Neil Etheridge. They need to do a bit better in the final third. At the break, after that VAR overruling of Goran Chausic's goal, they have their options as well. As Melbourne City get the second half underway. Kicking from left to right. Nice little angle ball in towards Goran Chausic, and here is Basoli. And Patrick Beach grabs it at the second attempt. It didn't have a huge amount of power, in all honesty. With Sandy Walsh, who's also on the bench tonight. This is Peter Jules. Strong run, still going. Peter Jules. And straight at Beach in the end, but it was an exhilarating run. And a rare shot on target. Routine save in the end for Patrick Beach. Now here's Atkinson at the other end. It's not a good ball. Tidied up by Patinama. Kingsley Schindler has finally completed the long walk around the pitch. Without much success, it must be said. So let's have our first look at Elbasan Rashani, which is not going to stand for any nonsense in that little huddle at the back there. All in readiness for Zul's corner. Which goes towards the back post over the head of Curtis Good. Super try with the back header. Good save by Beats. Forced over the line. And it's Goran Chausic who was denied by that offside flag in the first half. Not this time, I fancy. Melbourne City could not clear their lines from the corner. And when it broke loose, Goran Chausic forced the ball home. And Buriram hit the front. with less than 20 to go. Well, Superchai did well to keep it going. The first effort was parried by Beach off Peter's Jewel, but there was Goran Chasic to pick up the pieces. Truin. The space here for Schreiber. Bajic needs a good delivery. Finds one, and it's 1-1. And it's Rashani who fires it into the roof of the net. And Melbourne City, who barely threatened all evening, have somehow conjured up an equaliser. Their first goal in this year's AFC Champions League Elite. And it goes to their new signing, Elbasan Rashani. Good delivery by Aziz Bajic. And Rashani, with his first goal for his new club, nothing Neil Etheridge could do. Only their second shot on target all evening. Rashani. Good clearance that, under pressure by Curtis Good. Still there though for City. Schreiber. Zane Schreiber straight at Etheridge. Caputo. Mazzeo manages to keep the attack alive. Atkinson, it's a really good ball, it's crept in for what is surely the winner by Max Caputo in the 97th minute. Melbourne City had two players unmarked. The only question as to whether there might be an offside, but Caputo looked sure enough that he was on. And Buriram, who led by a goal to nil with just 8 minutes of the regulation 90 to play, now trail, and there's certainly no question of offside against Max Caputo. And Melbourne City look set now to Caputo. Could they make it even better? Here's Ben Mazzeo. It'll be a goal kick, but there's not much time left for Buriram. Charged down by Mazzeo, just thumps it anywhere will do. Etheridge almost on the halfway line, but it's all over this time. And Melbourne City have done it. 2 late goals.